What year Vincent, Jim?
51 Series C Rapide. Built it for my friend Chick. Took a year and a half to build it. It's supposed to be one of these Iowa barn finds. First time I ever saw this bike was at Davenport, and when you pull the toolbox out, there was a mouse nest in here, there was chicken straw in the seat. It was a mess, and then I saw it 3 other places.
What else have we got over here? A
couple of customs I'm building, S&S 93-inch panhead motors, Paco frames that I'm modifying, all Indian sheet metal. The bikes will be patterned after my Super Chief, which is my 33 Indian.
Mm-hmm. What's next to it?
47 Chief with an 80-inch, all Bonneville motor. I built it in 1988. It's been a very good bike. Just a happy bike.
Okay.
Got a 98 Buell White Lightning with the full race kit that Harley offered for Pro Thunder Racing, and it's a blast. Really fast. Got a 92 900 SS Ducati, pretty much stock, just K&N filter, different sprocket, jet kits. Got an 85 BMW K100 RS that I bought new, and I've had it ever since, and it's my long distance tour. Very good bike. Way in the back, a 1980 KZ 1300 Kawasaki 6-cylinder that's just 100-point perfect, and I've got it in dry storage just for future use. Then I've got a 53 DKW, which technically is an Audi. It's a 252-stroke 3-speed. It's all there. It's got the spring seats and a luggage rack in the back. And I got a 1961 BMW R50/2 with a Jawa 500 sidecar. My cousin used to own both of those 2 bikes, and when I was in high school, he used to bring this BMW up to Dayton, Ohio from Texas, and boy, it's been around the block, unrestored. And then I have a 75 Norton 850 electric start, they're real good bikes. And I've tricked it up a little bit with some Dunstall rear sets and the Corbin solo seat with the interstate tank and the low bars. Otherwise it's pretty stock.
What's in the other room, Jim?
Well, a few little toys.
What's in the other room, Jim?
Got a 51 Pony, Mustang Pony, made in Glendale, California. And I got to live in Glendale, California in 1951, so got a little connection there. Got a 58 Ariel Square 4, original paint, never had a screw out of it. I bought it over 20 years ago, drove it for a year, and decided I'm going to put it up till I restore it. Obviously I'm in no rush. Here we got the 33 Indian Super Chief, and I started off with just a mangled frame, had to cut it up, put it back together, and I decided I'm just going to run with this one. I'll never find another 33 part. So the bottom end is a 39 Indian Bonneville bottom end with 80-inch top end. It's got my own cams. I built that ignition, which is a centrifugal advance electronic ignition. I built the pipes. So these pipes, with these pipes I had to move the kicker to the other side. That was tough. And I made a hand clutch setup with a foot shift and a hand clutch just to be...
Which we'll take a look at tomorrow.
And front brake is a Grimeca 4-leading shoe Grand Prix racing brake. The forks are late Sportster that I shortened 3 inches with progressive springs. They ride really nice. I built this fancy cantilever device to spread the load of the braking from one side to the other, like similar to the way a Vincent does it. And I'm a fan of the Santa Fe Super Chief train. I got to ride it when I was a kid, about 10 years old, back around 1961. So I did a paint job that was the same as the War Bonnet paint scheme they did on the Santa Fe Super Chief. And here's my Vincent, which is a 51 Series C Rapide. I did my own full race motor. It's a big bore, 1164 cc's, 10.5-to-1 compression, a lot of head work, serious balance job. Mike Partee built the crank for me, and it's real strong, real strong. I've got the original seat and rear fender if I want to go back to exactly original, but I like the hot rod look.
Mm-hmm. And this one here?
That's my little stroker Scout. It's a Frankenstein. The entire bike is made up of leftover parts, and almost every piece is a bolt-on. The motor is made up of 3 different kinds of Indian engines, mated to a Triumph primary and 4-speed, so it's a hand clutch foot shift. The forks would be Vader, which would be both Taco Alpina. The front and rear hubs and brakes are 68 Triumph Bonneville. Handlebars would be European Police Norton with the Tomaselli lever. The Borani rims would be Moto Guzzi. I took a set of 1930s Scout tanks and narrowed them so they're about 2 inches narrower than stock. This is an original 1960s Bates chopper seat, original Sparto tail light, not a reproduction. The fenders are BSA, the rear being a 1953 Touring 500, and the front is a 441 Victor BSA. And then the front frame section is 56 to 59 Triumph 650, and the rear section would be a 37 to 53 Triumph Speed Twin 500. And very little work it took just to make them together, but it's a fun little bike. It's 58 inch, which is 955 cc's, weighs 330 pounds. I've done a lot of head work to raise compression. It's got my hot cams in it. It really goes.
Great. Jim, thanks for showing us your bikes.
Mm-hmm.